Welcome to the Pets Rule Show. I am your host, Mr. Animal Lover, and I'm so glad you're here. Okay, come on, go up here. This show celebrates the joy and companionship pets bring to our lives. So if you're ready to enrich your pet's life, connect with other animal lovers, and maybe even find a special connection, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and celebrate the bonds that unite us all, pets. Before before I start the show, my prayers go out to the firefighters, the homeowners, and especially the pets in LA. It's If you watch the news, apocalyptic. It looks like a horror movie. Uh, and remember, when these natural disasters happen, uh, pets are the ones that lose the most because sometimes they're abandoned, and we don't fault the pet owners because, as you can see, they're losing their houses and they're just running for their lives. So I just my heart goes out to them and my prayers. Um, so this is we're talking about pet budget inflation, right? Seven strategies for pet budget inflation, and I gave you uh, Monday networking, uh, pet preventive care on Tuesday, and today I'm gonna give you pet budget, right? Pet budget for petflation, right? Everything's going up. Pet food, pet services such as grooming, veterinary services. You can make that number one in terms of budgeting for, you know, pets get sick, especially sometimes no fault of the owner. Sometimes there's recalls on the food, and that's it. They eat this bad contaminated food. There goes your pet's health. So we can't just blame any one thing. Sometimes, unfortunately, things happen, and we've seen the last couple of weeks and years where there's been a lot of recalls on foods, and so veterinary costs can rise and rise. And today, pet budget number 3 strategy. So again, networking Monday, pet preventive care on Tuesday, and number 3, pet budget. So I'm going to give you 7 tips under the umbrella of pet budgeting, right? Pet budgeting is important. In the next couple of months, we're going to have a new president ceremony on the 20th. Donald Trump is going to become officially the president of the United States. And, he said it himself, things are going to get worse before they get better. So we have to be proactive as pet parents. And in being proactive, we need to set up a pet budget, right? For number 3 strategy, pet budget. Tips under that pet budget. How are you going to save money? I'm going to give you at the end of the 7 tips. I'm going to give you a hack, pet parent hack, and the big box stores are not going to like it, but um, that's a sure way for you to save some money. All right, so a pet budget. Number 1, you're going to have to cut coupons. I know we've heard this before, and we think of ourselves as, we're thrifty. We don't need to cut coupons, but you're going to have to, go online, search the type of pet food or pet treat, and start cutting coupons. You have no choice. I mean, if depending where you live, they have these supermarkets, local supermarkets, big chain, and a lot of them, they make sure that if you have a certain brand on sale, a pet food brand in this supermarket, then in the other one, their competitor, they usually have a different type of brand. And that's what I'm saying about how all these 7 strategies, they're all going to commingle in terms of, networking. If you watch my first episode, you walk in your dog to the park, or you're going to a pet cafe, talk. You have to, Build relationship with other pet owners, your neighbors. You have, especially if you both have dogs, both own cats or you own reptiles. You're going to have to communicate and talk about coupons. What's on sale when I go shopping, what's on sale when you go shopping. And I'm going to give you a hack at the end of the show, at the end of the 7 tips. So number one, coupons for pet treats, pet food. Number two, buy in bulk. Buy in bulk. And then, I mean, we don't like subscriptions, but some of them work out. Uh, I know that I have a subscription, and with that subscription, I get a percentage off the veterinary services. On including that, I get a percentage off food, pet food, and then you get some kind of bonus when you accumulate so many points. So it's worthwhile, that subscription. So buy in bulk subscription, number two. Number three, and this is a big one. Prioritize preventive care. I said it. It's better to get ahead of the curve in terms of maintaining a healthy pet by making sure they exercise, making sure that you're showing them love, and making sure that you're being alert in terms of buying them the right type of food. For you don't want to just feed them anything and get them overweight, and then that's going to cause you headaches down the line. So prioritizing preventive care. Number four, be strategic about toys and accessories. Listen, a pet is like a family, son, daughter, and we want to spoil them. But as we spoil them in hard times, inflationary times, or pet inflation, where everything is going up in the pet industry, you want to make sure that you're thrifty also. And it's okay to spoil them, but as you're spoiling them, make sure you cut a coupon with that toy. Think of it like that. Don't just go out and spend $50, $60 on a toy and without saving a few pennies by having, you cut a coupon and you can apply it to it. um Number five, insurance and having a savings account. A lot of small banks, local banks, believe it or not, they have pet savings accounts where you can save money for your pet. That's right. Just like you would save money as in an investment account, you can also save money for your pet for a rainy day or for emergencies. Insurance always helps. Again, my subscription I pay for, it gives me a deal where the veterinary services, including the food, it's interconnected where they both come with the subscription, so it works out. So that's something to look out for. Community resources, number six. This goes back to networking. This goes back to visiting your non-for-profit pet food banks, speaking to your veterinarian, letting them know, are they going to have any major events in your local neighborhood where you can visit and network. And usually these pet expos, local events, there's a lot of sponsorships going on, so they giving out a lot of free products, a lot of trial size products. Short term, it helps you out. If you can get a couple of free pet treats, you can save money. So this is something to look out for. Community resources. And then the last one, making sure that budget friendly and exercising your pet. Number one, if you have an unhealthy pet, long term, it's going to cost you money. Remember, this is a family pet. This is a family member, and we're going to treat them likewise, right? If I have a son or daughter, I'm not just going to feed them junk food all day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why? Because I know they're eventually going to get sick, right? And it's going to cause all kinds of health issues. Think of your pet in that sense, where you're not going to feed them junk food all day. You want them to eat healthy because you want them to live as long as the pet lives. Most pets can live up to 20 years, 25 if they're in impeccable shape. So Monday networking, and if you missed that, that was the podcast for Monday. Please, you can go back, watch it. Tuesday, pet preventive care, and I gave you a list of all the resources under the pet preventive care in terms of getting discounts. Today, pet budget, extremely important. If one thing I want you to walk away with is that banks offer savings accounts, pet savings accounts. These pet savings account, you can, put away $20 a month. It adds up, and it's getting interest. So it's a win-win for the pet and for the pet parent. Now, I said I was going to give you a hack, right? A savings hack under the pet budget. So we know that the big box stores, the Costco's, the Sam's Clubs, the BJ's, big box stores, you can buy bulk and at big discounts compared to buying them at your local store where they might sell it, per piece instead of 20 or 30 in a box. If anybody, mostly, if you have a small, big family, you've heard of these big stores, BJ's, the Sam's Clubs, and the Costco's. Listen, you have a neighbor. Neighbor has a dog, a cat, reptile, and they shop, once a month for their pets' food. What's the hack? Tell your neighbor, listen, send me a text, send me an email. If you see the brand that I buy on sale, I can sell you the money. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not yourself physically going in there shopping for it. Your friend, you sell them the money, let them buy the food for you. So there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a unique hack where, you know what, you're partnering up with your friend. They saw that you the food brand you buy your pets on sale in the big box store, and if they can save you $15-20 that month, because they bought it at a big box store where it was on discount or on sale. Listen, you make that known to your friend who's an animal lover and has pets also. So that's the hack for today for pet budget. Now, I always provide you with a resource. Just like you see in LA and California, where the houses are burning down, it's apocalyptic. It's just a horror movie. I'm talking about, if you watch the news, it's bad, and my heart and prayers go out, especially to the pets, because they're sometimes the last ones to get out. And when your house is burning down, you're thinking of saving yourself. And there are also sad stories where the owners die with the pets. So, and like I said in previous episodes, sometimes these pets are abandoned, or sometimes they're taken to non-for-profit pet animal rescues, because once you lose your house, maybe the city will provide you temporary shelter, and they're not going to accept pets. There are times where they're not going to accept pets, so the pet, for no fault of the owner, are left at these non-profits, and again, they lose out. So this is a resource. I provide one every day, and let me share my screen, and let's go over that resource. So today's resource is Best Friends Save Them All, right? Best Friends Save Them All. And again, this is a non-for-profit. You can also donate. You can adopt. And what I really love about this non-for-profit is that they have a list, state programs for help with veterinary bills. You have national programs for pet financial aid, and you can actually click on the different states. I am going to click on California in the Los Angeles area. Bob, how you doing? This is Bob. Bob came to visit me. All right, Bob, let's sit over here. And as we can see here, actors and others for animals in the Southern California community-based organization serving the greater Los Angeles, among other services. Now, a lot of these non-for-profits in California, because those wildfires due to wind blowing, houses disappearing and burning down, are going to be, bombarded with pets. And God bless them. Please donate to these non-for-profits in the Los Angeles areas, because you're going to see a lot of pets, intake of pets. You have Mercy Crusade, offer low-cost veterinary exams. Holiday Humane Society, a private hospital, offers some of the lowest cost service, and it covers basic procedures. Pet Orphans offers a program for individual rescues that helps primary with spay and neuter, vaccinations, adoption events. The Sam Simon Foundation provides low-cost voice for the animal foundation, helping. So as you can see, in Orange County, San Diego, San Francisco, Boulder, Colorado. So, and then you have different states. As you can see here, there's Connecticut, Idaho, Illinois, Massachusetts, Michigan. You have New York and Pennsylvania, Rhode Island. So this is a great non-for-profit which offers help with, again, veterinary bills, food, temporary shelter until you get back on your feet, especially those that are out in California, Los Angeles area. And I just want to recap for the 3 I provided this week. So this is the internet link for Paws New York. You have the Humane Society of the United States. That's the internet link. That was Tuesday. And for Wednesday, we have bestfriends.org. Let me show you the website, Paws New York. You go on here, similar, a lot of resources, especially if you're having temporary surgery, you need short-term boarding for your pets. Every non-for-profit offers something different. Some of the services are the same, but they're there to help you. The last thing they want is for you to abandon your pet, or not know that there are services out there for you. They are, especially if you're struggling, you lost your job, your house burnt down, or a natural disaster. These companies are out here, and they're also accepting donations. So please donate. Okay. I'm going to reserve the last 10 minutes for mental health. This is for children and adults. Remember, mental health can affect anyone. It doesn't, there's no age limits for mental health. So just want to recap these other 3. Paws New York, the Humane Society of the United States, and Best Friends. Today, the last 10 minutes. So I came across this article. This is from the American Veterinary Medical Association. And going back to the topic of service, emotional support, and therapy animals. Excellent article. And I'm going to provide you with the link also. American Veterinary Medical Association, AVMA. And over here, this caught my eye: emotional support animals. Any animal species. And if you go back to my previous podcast, you can have reptiles. If it's a hamster, gerbil, snakes, turtles, fish, dog, cat. If any, it doesn't matter. Any species, any animal, as long as it's not a wild animal. You don't want to have a lion in your house. You don't want to have, a horse running around in your house. But listen, if you have a barn, a horse, a cow, anything that makes you feel good, helps you emotionally, and again, that's why I thought this article is very important. Emotional support animals, any animal species, their use is supported in writing by a qualified physician or mental health professional based upon a disability related need. No specific training requirement. Very important. Listen, like I said, if they are special cases where there's an animal who helps out with a disability, and these are trained professionals who train these animals for that specific disability. But when it comes to emotional support animals, it can be any species. Right now, I grew up with dogs, so I love my first animal was a German Shepherd. Loved German Shepherds. Very protective. Loved them. That's that I fell in love. Her name was Tina, and she passed away at 16 years old. She lived up to 16. First thing to go on a German Shepherd is the hip, and that's the first thing to go for my German Shepherd was a hip. And she lived roughly 16 years. Um, Now I have cats. I love cats. Those are my support animals. Um, and as you can see, I came across this article. I'm going to provide the link uh, by the American Veterinary Medical Association. Emotional support animals can be any animal species. Let me finish reading this. No requirement for licensing or certification may accompany the handler in their home when they can reasonably be accommodated. Recognized under the Fair Housing Act and Rehabilitation Act, no longer recognized as a service animal by the regulation on the. And so, in other words, you can get your emotional support animal registered. There are companies out there, and I'm going to talk about that. If you go to hlcpets.com, pet deals, I would show you that. If I have a few minutes at the end of the show, I will show that, and you can get your snake, your dog, your cat. No special training required by a licensed doctor, physician, certified doctor, physician. That's I guess they ask you a few questions and they get that animal certified for you. And that way you have that legal document you can walk around. That's your emotional support animal. And advise on optimal husband for the species, including housing, nutrition, so carefully investigating impairment. So therapy animal. Again, therapy animal, any animal species participate in a range of animal-assisted interventions, activity in therapy, typically registered, certified by an animal-assisted intervention organization, and after successful training, behavior, and veterinary. So also with therapy animal and a service animal, dogs in extremely rare circumstances, miniature horses, assist an individual with physical or psychological as defined by the American with Disability Act. So my point today is the emotional support animal. That's big, any animal species, and then the therapy animal. Mine's are cats, and if you're feeling like suicidal, you're feeling like you can't move forward with life, listen, pets are humans' best friend. You can always volunteer at a pet rescue, and a lot of them have dog walking services, where you take the dog for a walk. They'll put like a marketing a shirt on the dog where it says "Adopt Me," and this is their way of marketing, so that that animal can get adopted. And so it's you. I look at it as that animal is supporting too. It's looking for a home, and it's helping that person who needs a friend, who needs someone to talk to. You have that emotional support animal, and you have a lot of free time right now. These animal nonprofit are in desperate need of donations, in desperate need of volunteers. So please volunteer. Let me go over a few things here. Watch the Pets Rule Show Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 8 p.m. Please like and subscribe. It helps the show out. Visit hlcpets.com for pet deals. You want to register your animal. You want coupons. It's all on there. Click on the tab. There's also blogs. There's also veterinary services and discounts for that also. You want to send me an email, petsrule@hlcpets.com. That's petsrule@hlcpets.com. You want to talk with me one-on-one from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 1-800-213-0988. There's a fee per minute. And again, Monday was Paws New York, Humane Society of the United States. That was Tuesday. And today, bestfriends.org. These three organizations, if you lost your job, you lost your house, are you in desperate need, please don't abandon that animal. Call these organizations. There's a lot of networking contacts they put together to help you out, so that the last option is to abandon that animal. Just want to go to that website, and I want to show you. We have a few minutes left. I am going to show you. So if you go to hlcpets.com, pet deals and discounts, you scroll down. Again, a lot of coupons, a lot of discounts. There's freeze-dried food. You have Yum Wolf, King Canine. This is a luxury pet boutique. A lot of sales. You got Bark Box. So you don't. This is critical, especially you have a natural disaster. You have a dog. You love your dog. There's a couple companies here that offer where you put a location tracker on your animal. Very important, especially when you see in Los Angeles houses burning down, everybody's running for their lives. You have Wolf, excellent company for popsicles. Dog TV, where if you're listen, entertainment for your pets. Budget Pet Care. U.S. Animal over here. This is what we were talking about, where you can register your animal. Official service support animal registration. I'm definitely going to go back. I'm going to click on that to show you what it looks like. But let me scroll down. Again, a lot of portrait flip. You want to get a portrait. You have a lot of excellent companies here. And then Amazon. Let me click on this in the last minute, show you what it looks like. So if you go on there to hlcpets.com and you go to pet deals, you will see U.S. Service Animal Official Service Support Animal Registration. You click on it, everything you need about registering your animal. Register your service and emotional support animal or apply for a letter from a licensed mental health professional for housing. It's all here. And they make it as easy as 1, 2, 3 steps. So please, and I mean, they even break it down. What is registration right for you? Basic, what type of emotional support you're suffering with, whether it's anxiety, depression, bipolar, stress, PTSD. I mean, these are all the classic disabilities or mental emotional support that most people go through in their lives. And again, for me, my emotional support animal is my cats. You have Bob here. Bob, say hi. Say hi. You're sleeping? You're resting? Um, Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. I'm going to give you a fourth strategy for pet inflation, budget inflation, so you can save yourself some money. Monday, networking. Tuesday, pet preventive care. Today, Wednesday, a pet budget. Very important. Critical hack. Pet budget hack. Your neighbors, your friends, you if you have a forum where you are part of a pet forum, if they're part of one of those big box stores, BJ's, Costco, Sam's Club, tell them, this is my brand food I buy. When you see it, I'll sell you the money. If you can save 20-30 bucks in any particular month, listen, that money saved is money earned. I'm Mr. Animal Lover. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. Stay safe. Please spay and neuter your animal.